Alrighty.
Ready?
We are ready when you are.
Okay. Well, in this project, I kind of wanted to explore how I've been feeling the last few months. Basically, the last 6 months or so, I've had these really bad anxiety problems. Some days I feel perfectly fine, some days I feel great, but some days I just don't want to leave my apartment at all. And I don't know why. But I don't know, for some reason just like going outside scares me. I don't know. So I decided to kind of explore that, but not using myself. I know you guys know I use myself in my photos and films a lot. But I decided to make it, I guess, more universal by using different models. And I decided to add a little bit of their personalities to it, or how I perceive their personalities, by using a specific color for each of them. Anyways, I mostly used, I manipulated the depth of field, how dark the tones were and how cold the tones were, sort of to convey like a suffocating effect, like in these. I kind of wanted it to, I don't know, because going outside was kind of a fear of mine in these specific occasions. I kind of wanted it to seem like a horror movie, but I also wanted something to symbolize my fear of like moving on and like getting past something, and also my contentment with that. So I decided to go with plastic wrap to wrap them up in because they're motionless. I decided to do it outside because that's where I fear the most in this project. And I decided to have them coming up closer to the camera. And these kind of show that I'm getting over it. I don't know, about a month ago was when it was worst. Nowadays I feel a lot better about it. But yeah, this is actually probably one of my more personal photo projects that I haven't been in myself. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Do you guys have questions?
I like that you didn't, put yourself in it. That was a good move. Not like it's a bad thing that you do, but it's just that shows a good, growth. You should definitely think about it. You could probably direct horror movies, and you could make like the next, I don't know, any big like disturbing horror movie. You'd probably be a hit. You totally got that concept down.
Cool.
I really like that you use yourself as you made it more like a universal kind of thing. Like you showed how you're feeling through something in something else, and it really works.
Thanks.
Why have so much editing on each picture? Why the color changes and?
Well, I wanted the color changes to fit their personalities, but I also manipulated how dark they were, just because I wanted it, especially in this one, I kind of wanted it to seem like it was like closing in on her.
Yeah, I got that. It's pulling that zoom. Looks like there's a zoom blur on the edge there.
Yeah. So like I added blurs to, especially these two. Just to kind of like close them into the photo. I didn't want it to look like they had any space to move, basically, even though they're in these open darkness.
Are there any significance to the actual, like the color, for the last one being the color purple? Is that something, or like the middle being green, or is that just cool tones?
There's no specific order for these except for how close they are to the camera, but color-wise, that's just what I chose for this specific model that I used.
Okay.
I really like the bottom photos a lot. I think that would be interesting to see a lot more of those. I think they're really good, very interesting. Because I kind of like how you can't tell quite what's going on in them.
Yeah.
Because the top is kind of showing what is happening with them, and I like the bottom ones how you can't tell. Like it's something kind of strange.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to contrast with them these are a lot more alarming.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted it to be like, this is how somebody might see my anxiety, but like this is how it feels for me.
Yeah, and with the bottoms, with those kind of close-ups, you could definitely, I mean, I guess you're going for more of a depressive kind of, you know, it's sad, but you could just as easily have this contrast between like the calm people up there, and you could have, if these people on the bottom had, you know, panic expressions, that would make those extremely uncomfortable images. If you had like a guy's eyes, you know, and if their eyes were open, those would be really frightening images, so you could think about doing that too if you wanted to keep the range of emotions going to the other colors perhaps.
Yeah, I definitely want to try these again because the reflection that you get from the plastic wrap is so cool, especially if you do it by like a window or something like that.
Are they backlit? Like, is there a light behind them? Because the green one in the middle looks like there's some light coming through.
That one was actually taken near a window. I like this one the best. Like, I think I like this one compositionally, and like overall, I like this close up the best. But I like the effect that the reflection from the window gave this one.
Yeah, the contrast is nice.
But yeah, there wasn't any backlighting. in these.
The one on the left is terrifying looking. It's like a corpse. And then
This is a good bird.
yeah, and then the last one is just it's like I don't know, you just don't normally see people's faces like at that shape. It's pretty, I think it's a little bit funnier.
When you're messing around with the reflections, like you said you might do, I would try, like you said, to get more reflections and try to shoot some where it doesn't show any plastic wrap at all. Like if you could isolate, like get the how it affects their body, but not show show the plastic wrap. I think that could be equally effective. Like,
Yeah.
if it's like their body's being like swished and condensed, but like it's not obvious that you're pulling something out of it.
Yeah.
I think that would be like a little more interesting.
That's why I think the one on the left is most successful because it's a little bit harder to tell.
I think the one
Like
in
it's
the
not
middle
as
is more-
obvious.
I think the one in the middle is like less obvious.
Really.
Yeah.
Just be worth trying. I think it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, these I wanted it to be obvious that it was plastic
Yeah.
wrap just because I mean it's
Yeah,
obvious
right.
in these. But yeah, this is definitely something to consider because I want to try these again.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah. So your color is awesome, but like I think hold back maybe just a little bit with like the saturation just a bit more.
Yeah, the purple did not look like that on the computer.
Okay.
Thank you.